During my visit to Lake Norman Charter, I was able to interview students and administration, observe an astronomy class, a Spanish class, and an English class to get a first-hand experience of being at a charter school. A common misconception that Principal Stein pointed out was that not all charter school students are naturally gifted or have exceptionally high IQs. In fact, the 8th grade English class I observed consisted of 17 students who usually scored 1s or 2s on their EOGs. There are also 2 main teachers in this class, so all the students who require assistance get the attention they need. Here's an excerpt of the class.
Okay, we're going to compare some facts and some numbers. Do you know what sociology is? A sociology is a particular science. A sociologist is a scientist that looks at sociology. Sociological data is things that come from scientists. And all of you are going to be sociologists today. What's the major part of sociology? Social. Okay. Sociologists look at society and people and the way people interact with each other. So we're going to look at the way people interact about something. And while it's fresh on your mind, we're going to look at some Halloween data. Okay, let's talk about what we have to do. You're going to have to, and your question is, how does our class data, what we have right here, compare to the Halloween facts report? How does our data compare to the Halloween facts report? So you're going to look at what we've written down. And remember, we said that this one was the most important. We've got some traditions associated. We talked specifically about trick-or-treaters. We talked about how many of us decorate, how many don't. And we've got some traditional and some trendy costumes. Now, you're going to write me a paragraph. And what does it start with?
Our class data
can be compared to the Halloween facts report. And then give me your comparisons. Everybody get started. I am going to give you 15 minutes to complete that report.
As the students began their paragraph, the teachers took time to walk around, read every student's assignment, and help guide them if they were struggling. The specialized method of having 2 teachers instead of 1 makes it possible for each student to receive assistance with assignments. The smaller class size also allows for a stronger one-on-one interaction between students and teachers, and proves to be successful with struggling students. Next, I got to interview a couple of Lake Norman Charter High School students.
I went to public middle school for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
I did as well, so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
I went to a public elementary school, so up till 4th grade. 25.
I was about to say 25 at the most.
Yeah,
most of mine, like my first period class is 10 people, so
yeah.
I'd say like 25 at the most. On average, I'd say about 20. Yeah. Yeah, it's just pure lottery.
Through my interview with the administration, I was able to find out a lot more about Lake Norman Charter School and other charter schools in general. Lake Norman Charter is a college preparatory school and has students from grades 5 through 12. Lake Norman Charter has the same accountability as a traditional public school, and more, as they can lose their charter if they do not have adequate student performance. The teachers at Lake Norman Charter do not get tenure. Their contracts are renewed year to year, so they are highly motivated to continually do their best. Teachers have the autonomy to design curriculum to help their students achieve academic success. This implements the differentiation of instruction and the opportunity for students to be exposed to the best practice without having to worry about a prescribed course of study. In accordance with the North Carolina law, Lake Norman Charter's lottery system is non-biased. The definition of pure lottery is that every student who applies has an equal opportunity of being accepted into the school. Principal Stein stated that when students apply, their demographics, grades, and learning level are overlooked. There isn't a guaranteed admission based on exceptionally high scores, and no student is turned away if they are struggling. You can see Lake Norman Charter's academic achievement through this image provided by MECED. When compared to other schools in their district, Lake Norman Charter's scores are significantly higher. Lake Norman Charter is also defined as a high-growth school in North Carolina, which means that at least 60% of the school student population achieve their annual growth expectation on their EOG or EOC assessments. I was able to learn and experience so much in one day. I'm thankful for the opportunity. Visiting a local charter school and taking my project to the next step was a really great experience. I cannot express my gratitude enough to Lake Norman Charter's principal, Shannon Stein, or her fellow staff.